Father. My daughter and young Master Zhang are in love. They have already pledged their lives to each other. I know my status is humble, and I am not worthy of the Marquis of Dingbei's estate. I wish to yield this marriage to my elder sister. I beg you, Father, to grant my wish. What a display of sisterly love. In your past life, you fought to marry into the Marquis' estate, but because Peijin was away at war for years and lacked romantic sentiment, you couldn't bear the loneliness and had an affair, ending up drowned in a pond. In this life, you want to snatch that scholar who will become Prime Minister? Fine. I hope you stay locked with that scumbag who keeps a mistress. Father, please calm your anger. Since my sister and young Master Zhang are a perfect match, I am willing to step aside. The Marquis of Dingbei protects our country, a true hero of our time. I am willing to marry into the Marquis' estate, with no complaints at all. Ding! Congratulations to the host for binding the capital gossip system. What? A gossip system? I can see all the scandals of everyone in the capital? That's great. In this life, I won't get involved in any household or palace schemes. With the Marquis' wealth to support me, my main goal is to eat melons and watch the show. Living a life of leisure. The eldest daughter of the minister's house? Ha! Just another vain, superficial woman who fears my power. Greetings, Marquis. May the Marquis be blessed. TSK. This living llama actually looks quite decent. Broad shoulders, narrow waist, long legs. Too bad he's a workaholic who never comes home and doesn't even have a concubine. Could he have some hidden ailment? But it doesn't matter. As long as you pay the living expenses on time, you'll be my favorite old baby. Mission. You seem quite satisfied with me. The Marquis is wise and mighty. Being able to marry the Marquis is the greatest blessing of my life. I'm so satisfied. Once I'm married in, you'd better stay in the barracks and never come back. Let me have that huge bed in the Marquis' estate all to myself. If you dare to disturb my peace and gossip, I'll put laxatives in your tea at midnight. Good. Then I shall. Wait and see. On our wedding night, I will prove to my wife whether I have any hidden ailments or not. Did this living llama take the wrong medicine? Why is he smiling more deviously than a villain? Sister.
I'm truly sorry.
This is the hairpin young Master Zhang bought for me today. By pawning his ancestral jade pendant, he said, even though he is poor, he will never let me suffer in the slightest. Sigh. It's a pity that although the Marquis is powerful, he doesn't understand such elegance and thoughtfulness. Oh. Then congratulations, sister. I wish you a lifetime of happiness, with a love stronger than gold. System. Scan this Zhang Yuan for me immediately. I want to see what the future Prime Minister is up to now. Zhang Yuan did indeed pawn his jade pendant yesterday, but he got 500 taels for it. He spent 100 on this hairpin, and the remaining 400 in Willow Alley, south of the city, to buy a house for his mistress, Tutsa from the brothel. The deed was transferred last night. Ha 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 ha. I'm dying of laughter. You thought you snatched a hidden gem, but he's a total scumbag using your money to keep a mistress. And you're wearing that hairpin like it's a family heirloom. It's just too ridiculous. Willow Alley, south of the city. Interesting. My fiancé is not only two-faced, but her intelligence network is even better than my secret police. Dismissed. Investigate Willow Alley, south of the city. Get me a copy of the deed for that house that was just transferred. Be quick. That night, the minister's house held a banquet to entertain the two future sons-in-law. Zhang Yuan, in a blue robe, was putting on an air of refined superiority, showing off his poetic talent to the guests. Lan. This poem, To My Beloved, was written for you last night while I couldn't sleep. I, Zhang Yuan, swear to heaven, you are the only one for me. If I have any other intentions, may I be struck by lightning. Couldn't sleep all night? You were probably busy in Suetsue's bed all night. And swearing to heaven? Watch out, the thunder god might turn you into a charcoal-grilled scumbag. It's a pity I don't have proof. Otherwise tonight's show would be perfect. Marquis. It's been verified. Young Master Zhang Yuan did indeed purchase a property in Willow Alley yesterday. It is registered under the name of a woman named a brothel girl. This is a copy of the deed from the capital magistrate's office. Misunderstanding, that is... Holy crap. How did this living Yamano... Did he install surveillance on me? Wife? Is the show good? The 8th day. An auspicious day. The minister's 2 daughters are getting married on the same day. One is the Marquis' grand wedding procession. Majestic and imposing. The other is Zhang Yuan's pathetic 4-man sedan chair. Looking incredibly cheap. Sister. Don't think you've won just because you married into the Marquis' estate. The Marquis is a ruthless killer, having outlived 3 previous fiancés. You'll just be a widow, waiting to die. Although Zhang was confused for a moment, he has sworn to me that he will change his ways. I will definitely be the Prime Minister's wife. Has this woman's brain been kicked by a donkey? Showing off her stupidity at a time like this. System. Check if there's any gossip about her sedan chair. Well, I'll count to 3. Get ready to watch the show. 3, 2, 1. This phoenix crown weighs at least 10 pounds. It's crushing me. Why hasn't Peijin, that living Yama, arrived yet? Let's get this over with. Finish the ceremony so I can take off this makeup and sleep. He doesn't really have some twisted psychological hobby. Does he wanting to torture me? Marquis, I will help you change. Help. His eyes are so scary. What's the point of being handsome? His aura is enough to kill someone. If he tries anything funny later, I'll just pretend to faint. Yet, that's the plan. Wife, you seem very afraid of me. Ah! Why is he getting so close? He's not going to bite me, is he? The 10-pound crown. Did it crush your head? I don't need your help. Get some rest early. Is this the ruthless living Yama? He's actually so considerate. No. This must be a trap. I must not fall for it. I will never work hard. Wife? There's plenty of time. I have a lifetime to listen to your inner thoughts. The morning after the wedding. According to tradition, the new bride must serve tea to the elders. The old madam of the Marquis' estate usually stays in the Buddha hall, but today she is sitting in the main seat with the arrogant and spoiled daughter of the Marquis, Pei Yuran, standing beside her. Jo. Why is sister-in-law's hand shaking? Is that how the minister's house teaches etiquette? Well, after all, she's just a replacement bride. How would she understand the status of our Marquis' estate? Good grief. Starting the household drama lessons early, are we? System. Check the background of this arrogant sister-in-law. Big scandal detected. Pei Yuran's fiancé, young Master Li, spent the whole night at a brothel, the Chuanfeng Pavilion, and even gave the token of love Pei Yuran gave him, a mutton-fat jade bracelet, to the top courtesan Jiao Jiao. Pfft. Ha 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 ha. This sister-in-law is hilarious. Showing off in front of me, while her own head is already covered in green hats. And she's still here checking the accounts? Your dowry is about to be spent by that scumbag to keep a courtesan. Go to Chuanfeng Pavilion and bring Li Rui to me.
Jinnea.
What are you doing? The new bride serving tea is the rule of our ancestors. Rules? Mother, if you knew what kind of person sister's perfect fiancé really is, you wouldn't have the heart to worry about these trivial matters. Li Hui. How dare you use my token of love to visit a prostitute? Yuren. Let me explain. My colleagues got me drunk. Well, the living Yama is so efficient. This is so satisfying. But how does he know so much? Could the Marquis' secret guards really be watching people visit brothels? True pervert. But I like it. This marriage. I'll take your place today, my lord. You should thank your sister-in-law. If it weren't for her, she has a keen eye for people. You'll be crying once you're married into that house. Sister-in-law. Wah. I was wrong about you. From now on in this house, who dares to bully you? I pay Yuran will be the first to object. Has she become a little fangirl already? I didn't do anything. The people in this Marquis' mansion, is their imagination a bit too wild? After the engagement cancellation drama, Ming Lan began a life of total ease in the Marquis' mansion. The mother-in-law stopped setting strict rules, and the sister-in-law sent delicious food every day. Until this day, the long silent system suddenly started acting up. But issuing the first part of the chain main quest, the temptation of male beauty. Host, please, before midnight tonight. Personally touch the abs of the Marquis of Dingbei, Pei Jin, and hold for at least 10 seconds. Quest success reward. 100,000 taels of silver. Quest failure penalty. Randomly deprive the host of 1 sense of taste. Cough, cough, cough. What the hell? Touch the living Yama's abs. And 10 more seconds. This is literally pulling teeth from a tiger's mouth. He could split me in two with one sword, you know? Wait. 100,000 taels of silver. With this 100,000 taels, I could buy a whole street in the capital and collect rent. As the saying goes, fortune favors the bold. The living Yama's abs. I'm definitely touching them. My lord. It's late. I see you've been working hard on state affairs, so I specially brewed this nourishing soup for you. Eat. First, get him drunk with the soup. Then pretend to help him change his clothes. And take the opportunity to get handsy. 100,000 taels. Here I come. $100,000 taels of silver. So the madam's courage is measured in silver. Good. I'd like to see how exactly you plan to get handsy. You are very thoughtful, madam. It's just that I do feel a bit hot in the chest tonight. This clothing is a bit tight. Oh my. The Marquis' chest is no small matter. Let me help you undress. Just let it breathe a bit. Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap. Is this perfect physique real? This 100,000 taels is so worth it. System 4. Start the countdown for me. Touch successful. Countdown starting. 10, 9, 8. Madam, are you satisfied with the touch? If 10 seconds isn't enough, I can let you touch for the whole night. Help me. How did he know about the 10 seconds? He definitely has. Half a month later, the third prince is hosting a polo tournament. All the noble families of the capital are attending. Although Shang Rulan lost face at the last family banquet, forced by the fact that she's already engaged, she still bit the bullet and brought Zhang Yuan along, attempting to make Zhang Yuan shine at today's poetry gathering. To save face. Today's polo tournament. I had a sudden inspiration. A poem, Battle at the Horse Track. A poem, dedicated to everyone here. Dark clouds press down on the city. The city is about to crumble. The armor glitters in the sun like golden scales. Good heavens. Evenly he's Song of the Yanmen Prefect. He dares to plagiarize this? Does he really think no one in the Great Jing Dynasty has read a book? System. Quick, pull up the evidence of his plagiarism. Target Zhang Yuan. Yesterday bought an ancient rare book at an antique stall for 3 taels of silver. Ancient manuscript. This poem is recorded in it. TSK. This plagiarizing dog really has no shame. It's a pity I don't have the evidence in hand. Otherwise, I'd definitely smash this rare book onto his hypocritical face. The sound of horns fills the sky in the autumn air. The swallows on the frontier freeze in the purple night. Young master. Did I recite it correctly, my lord? Marquis. My lord. How did you know? This poem was written by a general of the previous dynasty. Collected in ancient manuscript. You Zhang Yuan, a sour scholar who has never even been to a battlefield. Are you worthy of writing such heroic poetry? Plagiarizing the works of predecessors. Stealing fame for yourself. Do you take all the officials here for fools? Shameless to the extreme. How dare you commit fraud at a royal poetry gathering? The living Yama looks so handsome today. That teamwork was absolutely seamless. Where on earth did he pull that ancient book from? Does he really know how to read minds? Forget it. Enjoy it first, worry later. Ming Lan. You ruined my reputation. I will never let you have an easy time. Aren't you the only one he favors? I'll watch you drink this bag of infertility medicine. Let's see if you can still laugh. 2 days after the poetry gathering incident, although Zhang Yuan was accused of plagiarism because he refused to admit it to the death, claiming it was an accidental coincidence, he barely managed to save a shred of face. Today, Shang Rulan actually brought Zhang Yuan to visit for the first time ever, to apologize. Sister. The poetry gathering incident was all a misunderstanding. My sister specially brewed this bloodbird's nest porridge today. Firstly, to apologize to you, sister. And secondly, to nourish your body, sister. I wish you an early pregnancy for the Marquis. Beep. High-risk warning. Detected high concentration of in the bird's nest porridge. Detected infertility powder, absolute essence powder. After consumption will be permanently infertile. Good heavens, they're going for the kill? So they're starting to play dirty now. Shangrulan, oh Shangrulan. You married a scumbag and can't produce a legitimate son. So you want me to be childless too? That's truly poisonous. But I'm not drinking this medicine. How do I bounce it back? Infertility powder. What a fine concubine's daughter from the Ministry of Rights. Dare to touch my wife? You're courting death. Sister's good intentions. I appreciate it, but I'll pass. It's just that the madam has been having stomach issues lately. Can't handle such heavy nourishment. How about young Master Jiang has been suffering from writer's block lately. It must be very exhausting. This bowl of bloodbird's nest. Young Master Jiang, why don't you drink it for the madam? My lord, you can't. This is for my sister. Jiang Lang, he can't drink it. Drink. Or
D.
Wow. The living Yama is mighty. This is what you call digging your own grave. Zhang Yuan's mistress at the brothel is still counting on having a son to gain status. Well, that's that. The Jiang family line ends here. I'm dying of laughter. Ut. Detected host dry heaving. Combined with recent heart rate changes. System analysis. Congratulations, host. You are pregnant. Confetti. Pregnant. Pregnant with what? System, did you catch a virus? I haven't even kissed this living Yama yet. Do we even sleep under the same blanket at night? Can you get pregnant from 800 meters away? What kind of medical miracle is this? Pregnant. I haven't even touched her yet. How did she get pregnant? Could it be? No. She is definitely not that kind of person. Did I sleepwalk last night? Systems. Pregnancy. The turmoil in the imperial court has arrived quietly. The emperor is wary of the Marquis of Dingbei holding heavy military power. Under the guise of rewarding him, openly planted 2 Yangzhou courtesans in the Marquis' mansion. Under the pretext of helping the Marquis' family flourish. In reality, they are high-level spies. Your servant thanks you for the imperial grace. The Marquis works hard day and night. I am just worried I cannot share the burden for the Marquis. These two sisters are truly beautiful. I will definitely take good care of. Arranged. She actually accepted it. She isn't jealous at all. Could it be that in her heart, I am so insignificant? I'm rich. The old emperor is truly a good person. These two are top-tier Yangzhou slender horses, trained courtesans, who have received the best training, skilled in zither, chess, calligraphy, and painting. They are experts in accounting and social interaction. These are the equivalent of modern-day million-dollar PR executives and CFOs. I've been worrying about needing a manager for my new rouge shop. This is top-tier labor for free. It would be a waste not to use it. So the madam has her eyes on there. Abacus skills. Good. The Marquis would like to see how you exploit the Emperor's spies. Two sisters. Not asleep yet. Great. Young people are so energetic. Madam. I was just about to go serve the Marquis. Oh my. What's the point of serving the Marquis? A woman should have her own career. Come. This is the ledger for the 13 shops under the Marquis' estate for the past 6 months. I heard you learned abacus in Yangzhou. Calculate quickly. If you don't finish by tonight, no sleeping. In our Marquis' estate, we implement a bottom-ranking elimination system, KPI performance reviews. Whoever makes a calculation error this month will have their entire rouge and powder allowance deducted. Those who perform well will be nominated at the end of the year for the top 10 employees of the Marquis' estate award. Wow. What kind of accounting is this? It's even more tiring than learning etiquette in Yangzhou. I want to go back to the palace. Back to the palace? Once you've entered the doors of this black-hearted capitalist, you think you can run? Even if you wear out your abacus tonight, you have to balance the books for these 13 shops for me. End of episode 8. Half a month later, the top-tier spies sent by the Emperor have been tortured by Ming Lan's inhumane 996 work culture until they are unrecognizable. The master asks you how the investigation into the Dingbei Marquis' military defense map is going. Is the Marquis suspicious of you? What defense map? We haven't even seen the Marquis' face. We wake up at 3 a.m. every day to check the warehouse. And we have to verify the inventory of the rouge shop at midnight. The madam says our KPI was not met last month, and she's going to deduct our monthly wages. Please, master, call us back to the palace. Even washing clothes in the laundry bureau would be better. The Dingbei Marquis' estate is no place for humans. Wow. What have they been through? Don't worry, Marquis. The madam is fine. She just ate too much iced watermelon and greasy pastries a few days ago. Her stomach is a bit upset, causing some dry heaving. It is not a pregnancy pulse. Ding. System self-check complete. Sorry, host. The pre-scan module lagged due to excessive melon eating, gossiping. It misidentified indigestion as a pregnancy pulse. It has now been fixed. Hey. You piece of junk system. You had me worried sick for so long. I knew it. We haven't even held hands, how could I be pregnant? I am a pure and innocent maiden. Thank you, Imperial Physician. Marquis. What are you doing? The physician said I'm fine. I can go back to checking the accounts. Help! Why does this living llama look like he wants to eat me? What happened to the ascetic godlike man I was promised? Madam, since you are not pregnant, if outsiders find out, wouldn't they laugh at me? No. What the hell? What does it have to do with me whether you can or not? Wait. You don't mean... Now. In broad daylight. Since the physician said it was a misunderstanding, as your husband, I naturally have the responsibility to turn this misunderstanding into reality. Since that night of pretending to be a couple, Ming Lan was so tired she didn't wake up until noon. Recalling the recent days, Pei Jin's seemingly supernatural ability to predict the future, Ming Lan could no longer suppress that crazy thought in her mind. Madam is awake. You worked hard last night. Would you like to sleep a bit more? Worked hard, my foot. You stamina monster. But then again, hasn't he been a bit too understanding of me lately? I thought about wanting roast duck from the east side of the city the day before yesterday, and he brought it back after court. I complained that the vase was ugly yesterday, and it was broken by the afternoon. Could it be that he can really hear what I'm thinking? No. I have to test him. Oh. Madam has finally discovered it. All right. I'd like to see how you plan to test me. Pei Jin. Living llama. If you can hear me, walk over here now. Pick up the teacup on the table with your left hand. Take a sip. And put it back. This osmanthus cake is a bit too sweet. Not as good as the tea you brew yourself. Scared me to death. I knew it. No spirits allowed after the founding of the nation. How could anyone have mind-reading powers? It must be a coincidence. Just a coincidence. Only a fool would. If I were so easily tested by you. This position of Dingbei Marquis would have changed hands long ago. Humph. Even if you can't hear my thoughts, I'm still going to mess with you. Marquis Pei. If you really dote on me so much, have the guts to go. Get me a pink oil paper umbrella with small floral patterns to shade me from the sun. A killer like you holding a pink umbrella. The scene must be beautiful. Ha ha. Marquis, what is this? I find the sun quite blinding today. The color of this umbrella is very much to my liking. What does Madame think? What the hell? This is definitely suspicious. He can definitely hear me. Madam, if you are cursing me in your heart, I will be very sad. Half a month later, the Imperial Autumn Hunt. The Emperor did not attend, claiming illness, leaving the ambitious second prince to preside over the event. And Zhang Yuan, disgraced after the poetry gathering, for the sake of his future, actually took Shang Rulan and defected to the second prince, becoming a lowly pawn. The Dingbei Marquis holds great military power. Yet he spends his days hovering around a woman. What a joke of the great Jing. Jiang Yuan. Is the plan you mentioned foolproof? Rest assured, Your Highness. I have already had my wife tamper with the saddle of the mare in the Marquis' estate. As soon as Ming Lan mounts the horse, she will surely be trampled to death by the panicked horse. At that time, the Marquis will be in chaos, and Your Highness can take advantage of the situation to seize his military power. Ming Lan, why is it that I have to argue with this loser every day over daily chores while you are held in the palm of the Marquis' hand? Today I will make sure you die without a corpse. Beep. Fatal crisis detected. A bone-eroding poison thorn has been placed under the saddle of the target horse. Once pressure is applied, the poison thorn will pierce the horse's back, causing the horse to go mad with pain. Good grief. Shang Rulan, this cockroach that won't die, even after falling so low, still dares to cause trouble. I was going to keep you around for entertainment, but since you are looking for death, don't blame me for giving you a taste of your own medicine. Oh my. Marquis. My stomach suddenly hurts. I need to go to the restroom. Let's tie this horse here for now. Since the second prince wants to harm my husband to seize military power, I'll send you a big gift first, to set your own backyard on fire. Consort. Guards. Seize Zhang Yuan and Sheng Rulan for me. They are the ones responsible for looking after the horses. Ha 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 ha. Perfect counterattack. The system is awesome. The second prince and Zhang Yuan are going to be at each other's throats now. Madam. How many secrets are you hiding that I don't know about? The consort's fall from the horse did not stop the second prince's crazy power-seizing plan. Under the guise of hunting, dozens of elite assassins have been quietly planted deep in the dense forest. A web of death targeting the Marquis of Dingbei has been spread. The second prince only raised a bunch of losers like you. And you dare to come for my head? Alert! The male lead, Pei Jin, is being surrounded by the second prince's assassins. The system detects that the male lead's combat damage rate is rising rapidly. His life is in danger. What? Assassins? In the original story, the second prince didn't make a move this early. Could it be that I triggered the butterfly effect by changing the plot? No. Pei Jin dies. My life as a top-tier noble lady living in luxury is over. Guards of the Marquis' estate, listen up. Charge. Follow me to save the Marquis. Giddy up. Pei Jin. Hold on. Who dares to touch my long-term meal ticket? I'll fight them to the death. She doesn't know martial arts. Yet she's willing to risk her life for me. What long-term meal ticket? My lady. You clearly have me in your heart. Are you stupid? Why didn't you fire a signal flare? What would I do if you died? Don't be afraid, my lady. With you here, I can't bear to die. From now on, my life belongs to you. After the Royal Autumn Hunt incident, the second prince whose assassination failed was furious. He vented his anger on those who botched the frightened horse case, namely Zhang Yuan and Sheng Rulan. Not only were they stripped of their titles, but they were also beaten half to death by the second prince. They were thrown back to the Shangshu estate like trash. Father. Your daughter was wrong. It was all that loser Jiang Yuan. He incited me to harm my sister. Please, Father, save your daughter. You poisonous woman. It was clearly you who were jealous of the Marquis' wife and stole my money to buy poison on the black market. Now you dare to frame me? Shut up. You two reckless animals. You even dared to harm the second prince's concubine. Do you want to drag the entire Shangshu estate down with you? Father, you're quite imposing. TSK. What do you call this? This is called dogs biting dogs. Jiang Yuan, that scumbag is finished. Sheng Rolan's dream of marrying into wealth is shattered. Today, I'll add the final spark to this fire. Lord Sheng. And here is ironclad proof of Jiang Yuan's exam cheating, embezzlement of disaster relief funds, and Sheng Rolan hiring assassins to kill a first-ranked noble lady. I'm here today to demand justice. Father, I'm so scared. My sister actually wanted my life. I haven't been able to sleep well for days. The Marquis is so heartbroken he hasn't even attended court. Cut ties with them quickly. Kick them out of the house. I don't want to see these two disgusting things in my mansion again. Guards, beat these two criminals out of the estate. From now on, Sheng Rolan is no longer a daughter of the Sheng family. Her life and death have nothing to do with us. Sheng Ming Lan, you will die a horrible death. Even if I become a vengeful ghost, I won't let you go. Fine. I'll be waiting. But in this life, you aren't even qualified to fight me as a ghost. Let's go, my lady. The estate is dirty. I don't want it to stain your eyes. After getting rid of Sheng Rolan, Sheng Minglan hadn't enjoyed many peaceful days yet. When an urgent war report arrived from the border. The Northern D Army is pressing on the border, having broken through 3 cities. Order the Marquis of Dingbei, Peijin, to lead the army to the front immediately and recover the lost territory. So ordered. Warning. The original plot has deviated significantly. It is detected that this Northern D invasion is actually the third prince colluding with the enemy, intending to set an ambush at Luoma Valley to kill the male lead, Peijin. Ambush at Luoma Valley. No. The second prince, that animal, is actually betraying the country to seize power. Peijin is walking into a death trap. Redeem. Exchange all my gossip points for an invulnerable golden silk vest and special healing ointment. My lord, I got this vest from a high monk in the capital. You must wear it close to your body. Don't even take it off when you bathe. And these medicines, they can save you as long as you have a breath left. My lady, this time I'm going. Could take years. If there's trouble in the capital, take this. This is the tiger tally for the Marquis' 300 elite guards. Seeing this is like seeing me. If the second prince makes a move, don't worry about anything. Take the guards and the money from the treasury and run to the south. Change your name and find a good family. Shut up. Pei-jin, you jerk. Don't think you can dump me. If you dare to die out there, I'll take your money and keep a dozen young lovers in the south and dance in front of your memorial tablet every day. Wah, you big idiot. You know it's a death trap and you still jump in. If you die, who will dote on me? You must come back alive. Okay. To keep you from keeping other men. Even if I have to crawl out of hell, I will crawl back to see you. The capital is in your hands. 3 days after Pei-jin left, the capital seemed calm on the surface, but there were undercurrents moving. The second prince, thinking the Marquis' estate was leaderless, sent spies to infiltrate the estate, attempting to steal the defense maps left behind. My lady, the new gardeners and maids hired these past 2 days seem a bit off. They keep wandering around the study. Beep beep beep. 6 red dots detected. Enemy spies have infiltrated the inner courtyard. When the tiger is away, the monkeys rule the roost. Does the third prince really think this troublemaker is just a useless person who only knows how to eat and play? Daring to touch my husband's assets? Today I'll show you what a max-level player looks like in a newbie village. Close the doors and beat the dogs. You're disregarding human life. We're just gardeners. Stubborn, huh? Commander. Cut off his left thumb. Oh. So their weakness is at the farm in Shalibo on the outskirts of the capital. The second prince is holding their families hostage there. Shalibo. Zhang family farm. Your 3-year-old son and elderly mother still need the second prince to support them, right? As long as you sign this confession and testify against the second prince, I will send people to rescue your family right now. Otherwise, I'll sign. Please, my lady, save my family. Second prince. The first round. You lost. Next. Let's see what other tricks you have. Your Highness, calm your anger. Although Ming Lan blocked the open attacks, she definitely won't be able to block the hidden arrows. I lived in the Marquis' estate, and I know of a secret passage that leads directly to the main bedroom. the second prince in order to get the defense maps. Listen to Shang Rulan's poisonous plan. Late at night, Shang Rulan brought a dozen elite assassins, following the abandoned passage from the estate's construction, quietly approaching the main bedroom. Beep. High-risk target detected. Shang Rulan and 12 assassins are approaching under the host's bed via the secret passage, expected to break through in 30 seconds. This is endless. I wanted to get my beauty sleep, but you insist on coming to die. Shang Rulan, that trash, really thinks this passage is a secret? The living Yama gave me the 360-degree blueprints of the estate before he left. I was just looking for a place to set a mousetrap. Push this brick, and above it is Shang Ming Lan's bed. Hack her to death, and find the defense maps. Ah, my eyes. Cough, cough. My sister came to visit through the tunnel in the middle of the night. I don't have much to offer as a host. How about I treat you to some spicy hot pot base? Go. Charge. Shang Ming Lan. Why? Why, even after being reborn and calculating everything, can I still not defeat you? I won't accept this. Because you're a fool. Did you think being reborn would change the malice and narrow-mindedness in your bones? You spent all your energy scheming against women. Well, was only thinking about how to destroy scum like you who won't let me live in peace. Drag her away. Sever her tendons. Along with that confession, pack her up and send her to the capital magistrate. Tell them the Dingbei Marquis estate has captured an assassin sent by the second prince to rebel. No, you can't do this to me. I am a lady of the minister's estate. Second prince, you've played all your cards. Now, it's your turn to panic. Shang Rulan's failure and the confession falling into the hands of the capital magistrate became the final straw that broke the camel's back. The emperor was furious and issued an edict to place the second prince under house arrest. Driven to a dead end, the second prince finally bared his most insane fangs. He launched his coup early. Your Highness, the troops at the capital's outskirts have been taken over by the Emperor's men. Our forces are blocked outside the inner city. Then kill your way in. Order the death squads and the moles in the city guard to split into two groups. One group will attack the palace for me, and the other go to the Dingbei Marquis estate. As long as we capture that bitch Shang Ming Lan, the Marquis' 300,000 iron cavalry will have to obey my commands. The second prince, that mad dog, has finally come to bite me. I could ignore his usual debauchery, but if I can't even protect my home today, when Pei Jean returns, how could I have the face to remain the lady of this house? Everyone. The Marquis is fighting for the country on the front lines. Today, the second prince's rebels intend to trample on our estate's honor. Though I, Ming Lan, am but a woman, I know how to defend my home to the death. Today, anyone who retreats even half a step will be executed. For every enemy killed, a reward of 100 taels of silver. For every enemy commander killed, a reward of 10,000 taels of gold. Defend the estate to the death. Lady Marquis, open the gates and surrender peacefully. His Highness has ordered to leave you a whole corpse. Otherwise, we will raze this estate to the ground. The gate is open. If you're not afraid of death, step inside and try it. Come on. I've buried all the traps from the system shop and 300 death soldiers in the first courtyard behind the gate. This is the legendary empty fort strategy enhanced version. Shut the door and beat the dog. Whoever dares to cross this threshold, I guarantee they'll be turned into a pincushion. Episode 17 end. At the same moment, the capital was besieged by the second prince's rebels. Thousands of miles away at Luoma Valley in the north, Marquis Pei Jean was leading his isolated army into a death trap meticulously woven by the second prince and the northern D. Marquis, you are surrounded by 100,000 troops. The second prince has ordered. Today is your death day. Fire arrows. My lord. My lord. You must wear this soft armor close to your body. Don't even take it off when you bathe. Why, if you die, who will pamper me? You knew Luoma Valley was a death trap and you jumped in anyway. My lady, the protective charm you gave me, I have received it. Now, it's time for me to show them what a true living Yama is. Army, listen up. The second prince colluded with the northern D, betraying the country for glory. I have long since seen through his plot. Divine Machine Battalion, bring out the firearms. Counterattack the cliffs. My lord, your strategy is brilliant. Using their own trap to annihilate the enemy. This battle will ensure peace for the Great Jing for 10 years. The second prince is staging a coup and has besieged the Marquis' estate. My wife is holding the fort. Leave 10,000 men to clean up the battlefield. The rest of the light cavalry, discard all heavy supplies. 2 horses per man. Follow me back to the capital. Ming Lan. Wait for me. Whoever dares to touch a hair on your head, I will have their entire clan buried with them. In front of the Dingbei Marquis estate, Ming Lan's empty fort strategy, though it intimidated the rebels for a short while, the rebel commander soon realized the truth and ordered an all-out assault. It's a trick. There are hardly anyone inside. Charge in. Capture Ming Lan alive. The enemy has entered the trap zone. Fire. We can't hold them off. My lady, please retreat through the secret passage. Retreat? What retreat? My husband's home. Not an inch shall be surrendered. Today I'll crush them with silver. If I have to. Peijin. You bastard, when are you coming back? If you don't come back now, your wife is going to be surrounded and finished. Wah! I haven't enjoyed enough of this noble life yet. My lady.
Prepare to die.
Whoever dares to touch Peijin's woman, I will tear them to pieces. Kill. Peijin. You're finally back. I'm sorry. I'm late. Ming Lan. Don't be afraid. I'm back. After the crisis at the Dingbei Marquis estate was resolved, Peijin didn't stop for a moment. He left 3,000 elite guards to protect the estate and led his main army straight to the heart of the rebellion, blocking the second prince's main force outside the palace's Chengtian gate. Report. Your Highness. The Dingbei Marquis' army has arrived. Our retreat route is cut off. This farce is finally over. Ming Lan. The peaceful world I promised you. I have achieved it. Ding. Main crisis mission. Imperial succession. Resolved. Congratulations to the host for surviving. Phew, the lazy life of a top-tier noble lady can finally officially begin. However, this living llama performed quite well this time. Maybe I'll give him an extra chicken leg tonight. The second prince's treason case was settled. As accomplices to the rebellion, Jiang Yuan and Sheng Rulan were sentenced to be executed in the autumn. The day before the execution, Ming Lan, as the lady of the Dingbei Marquis, was granted the privilege to visit the prison. It's all your fault, you poisonous woman. If you hadn't incited me to rely on the second prince, how would I have ended up with my family wiped out? Give me back my career. You useless piece of trash. You were corrupt and fraudulent yourself. Who can you blame? I must have been blind to think in my past life that you were a genius capable of being a prime minister. Cough cough. Peijin. How dare you block me? The emperor has passed away, and the edict names me as his successor. If you kneel and submit now, I can still make you a prince of a different surname. Otherwise, I will execute your entire clan. The late emperor has passed away, and the edict names a successor. Second prince. You colluded with the Northern D, ceded the 16 prefectures of Yenyun, and intended to invite wolves into the house to exchange for Northern D troops to help you seize the throne. These are the ironclad proof of your treason. The emperor has decreed. The second prince has attempted a coup, colluding with foreign powers. His crimes are unforgivable. Marquis Dingbei Peijin is rewarded for saving the throne. Seize the rebels immediately. Dead or alive.
Impossible.
Father was clearly poisoned by my toxin.
Impossible.
Those who lay down their weapons will be spared. Those who resist will be executed without mercy. Ming Lan, are you here to laugh at me? Why? I was reborn. I knew how the entire story would unfold. Why are you the one who won in the end? You think being reborn can change your fate? You wasted your advantage, using it only to fight for a man's favor and to scheme against other women. You chose Jiang Yuan because he became prime minister in your past life. You used him as a ladder to climb higher. But you never saw the selfishness and hypocrisy in his bones. Your failure isn't because the plot changed. It's because your own malice and narrow-mindedness never changed. This cup of poisoned wine was a gift from the emperor. Sister, it's time to go. Bing. Side quest. Tear apart the green tea and the scumbag completed. Current household intrigue progress, 100%. Lying flat progress, 100%. Finally, those annoying flies have been cleared away. Next. There's only one mystery left. Peijin. He's been acting more and more suspicious lately. Today I must bring out my ultimate weapon to tear off his mask once and for all. My lord. Have some tea. Peijin. If you can hear me, don't even think about coming to my bed tonight. Go sleep in the study immediately. My lady. You forced my hand. The rebellion is crushed. The dust has settled. Ming Lan finally decides to test the ultimate mystery that has been bothering her. Can Peijin actually hear her inner thoughts? My lady. Since you're so curious, I shall grant your wish. My lord? Why are you leaning in so close? Oh no, oh no. The way he's looking at me, he's going to eat me alive. Did he hear me tell him to sleep in the study? Woof, woof. Woof. Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap. He really can hear me. This living llama actually barked. Just to prove he could read my mind. Help me. Social death. Total social death. What about all the times I called him impotent in my head? Or called him a pervert? Or drooled over his abs? Doesn't he know everything now? I'm done for. Time to move to another planet. Where do you think you're going? My lord. Have mercy. Everything I said in my head before was just a joke. You're a big person, please be generous. Only now are you afraid, my lady? It's too late. All those rebellious thoughts of yours. I've been keeping a record of them in my heart. No. What I like hearing most is when you risk your life for me. And think to yourself, my long-term meal ticket. Tonight, I will prove to you with action whether I am impotent or not. Peijin, you old fox. Let me go. The next morning, sunlight streams through the window onto the bed. After a night of tossing and turning, looking at the empty side of the bed, where he had already left for court, she gritted her teeth. Beast! The living llama turned into a wolf. It's going to be the death of me. But his body is actually quite nice. Warning. Host has completed all main survival tasks. The world line of the Great Jing Dynasty is now stable. The capital gossip system will be forcibly unbound and destroyed in 12 hours. Countdown. 11. 59. What? Unbound? Destroyed? System, come out here. My source of happiness is gone. Who am I going to gossip with now? Half the fun of being a top-tier noble lady is gone. System. My dear system. Can we not unbind? Name your price. I'll pay 100,000 taels of silver for a lifetime VIP. How about that? Sorry, host. System energy is depleted. Must unbind. Unless what? Tell me. Unless the host can, within 1 month, with a high luck target, the male lead Peijin, conceive a new life. Once vital signs are detected, the system can absorb the luck emitted by the fetus and upgrade to the maternal gossip 2.0 system, retained permanently. Have a baby? For the sake of my gossip career, I'll do it. It's just sleeping with the living Yama, right? Practice makes perfect. Peijin. You just wait. My lord, you're so busy with state affairs. You've worked hard. I specifically had the kitchen stew some nourishing medicinal soup. Eat up. Drink. Drink it all. My gossip system depends on you. Go for it. My lady, since you're so enthusiastic, let's skip the food. To save the gossip system, Ming Lan completely transformed into a tonic-obsessed maniac. For half a month, the atmosphere in the Marquis' mansion has been extremely strange. My lord, have you been working too hard lately? Should I call the imperial physician to take a look? No need. Go replace the cook who's been making these soups. My lord, my lord, my lord. I'll take my leave. I'll take my leave. My lord, drink it. This is a secret recipe I spent a fortune on from a Western merchant. It's guaranteed to work. Only 3 days left until the system is destroyed. Why is there still no movement in my belly? Is Peijin actually useless? Is he just a paper tiger? Shengming. I am a normal man. Drinking this stuff every day. Are you trying to kill me? And are you trying to have a child? Or are you just completing that system task? Actually, if the system is unbound, I'll never hear the capital's gossip again. I admit I was only trying to save the system at first. But, Peijin, I really do want to have a child with you now. A child as good-looking as you. Or as smart as me. I'm doing this for us, not for the system. Although gossip is important. Without Peijin, my living Yama gossip partner, gossip just isn't as fun anymore. Since you want it so much, my lady, then I shall do my best to satisfy you. However, no more brewing those strange soups. As you wish, my lord. Ding. Host's heart rate detected as abnormal. Hormone levels within range. Congratulations, host. Conception successful. Mother and baby gossip system 2.0. Upgrade complete. Ah.
I'm pregnant.
It's safe. Peijin, you're amazing. 3. Sanbei, time flies. Sanbei Marquis Mansion. After the Second Prince's rebellion, the Great Jing dynasty entered a golden age of peace. Marquis Dingbei, Peijin, surrendered most of his military power, retaining only the position of commander of the secret guards, to focus on being a doting husband. And our Ming Lan finally achieved her dream of living the life of a top-tier lady of leisure. This life, I wouldn't trade it for anything, not even for a god's life. Ot. Mother and baby gossip system 2.0 reporting today's capital gossip. The balding young master of the Minister of Rights had his wig blown off by a strong wind during a blind date today. Total social death on the spot. Ha 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 ha. I'm dying of laughter. I knew that old guy's hair was fake. What fun gossip did you hear, my lady? To make you laugh so happily? The Marquis has mind-reading powers. Can't he hear what I'm thinking? I'm getting old, my dear. My mind-reading isn't what it used to be. Now, I can only hear you saying you love me. Oh my. This living Yama is really smooth with his sweet talk now. Who could resist that? Daddy. Hug. Daddy. I want to learn supreme martial arts. To protect mommy and my little sister. My name is Ming Lan. In my past life, I was a failure at domestic intrigue, exhausted and defeated. In this life, I've bonded with a gossip system, I intended to just lie back and slack off. But I never expected the biggest piece of gossip would be my own mind-reading husband. However, who cares? Anyway, this overwhelming fortune and this perfect man are all mine to enjoy.